Hi guys, today we are having a topic called what are you being prepared for next. All right, so these will be energies of the next 6 months. That's what I intended. Okay, we do have a reading in the past, titled "What are you being prepared for?" But that was like, I think Spirit took a very long-term plan. I don't know if you want to check that out, please check that out. But it was like a long-term destiny plan, sort of. But I wanted today to kind of see slightly short-term energies. So we are doing this topic. What are you being prepared for next? All right, now the first pile is the amethyst. The second one is the fluorite. And the third one is the black obsidian. Please pause your videos and pick your pile, guys. Okay, so pile one with the amethyst. Let's have a look at what is Spirit preparing you for next. Stand still. 8 of Swords, the Empress, and first light, beginning a new cycle. Okay. Very interesting energies. I am going to go, like, I'm getting like mainly two scenarios here. Okay, please apply as fits. I'm also going to go in stages because I'm getting like a step-by-step stages sort of thing. So that's another thing. All right, so let's start. The first scenario that I'm getting here is that you guys might have been in a bit of a trapped or a standstill sort of situation. Okay, with the 8 of Swords and the standstill here, I'm actually getting that this is the first scenario where you are in a state of, like, Spirit is kind of like Spirit is making you maybe just sit still. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Okay, now this is in stages. Okay, some of you are in that stage of like stagnation, and some of you are just crossing that stage. All right, and some of you are coming into that stage. Okay, if you've been like fairly active and stuff, then you are definitely coming into this stage of like standstill. Okay, I have a feeling that, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. That the next thing that they're preparing you for really is some sort of a standstill or a period of not much activity happening. All right, I'm getting that. There might be, maybe for some of you, there might be work piling up. There might be people wanting to meet you. Like you see a line here with, like a lot of people are wanting to kind of see this parrot or this bird, which is in a cage, right? I mean, and there are all kinds of people here. There's such a big giant person and then there are these other humans. So there is definitely a sense of Spirit kind of taking you away, okay, from the madding crowd, basically. All right, and putting you in some sort of like a safe haven kind of thing, in some sort of sanctuary is what I'm getting. Okay, yeah. So it's possible that during this time you might not want to meet too many people. You might not want to talk to too many people. You want time alone. Here also I'm seeing almost a similar bird. Actually, both these birds are same. Okay, a heron. I think I should call it a heron. Maybe that's what it is. But I am seeing alone time that is coming up in the future. Now, the reason that this alone time is coming, okay, is to prepare you for something. All right, now here, what are they preparing you for is the topic. So I'm seeing two things here, what they're preparing you for, two scenarios. Okay, so the first scenario I'm getting is if you are like if you are a feminine, all right, watching this video, I am seeing that in this alone time, in this time of reflection or introspection, you are basically rising in your feminine, divine feminine energy. All right, the Empress is the divine feminine, right? So this is you being kind of like put in some sort of isolation so that you can emerge into your true divine feminine nature. If this is you, if this is a feminine watching. All right, and the second scenario I'm getting here is that if you are a masculine watching and you have some sort of a love interest, then this is spirit kind of taking you away to some sort of a sanctuary so that you can be prepared, okay, to meet this person or be with this person. All right, the Empress, that is your divine feminine or your counterpart or something on those lines. Okay, because with the first light card here, I'm seeing beginning a new cycle, right? I am actually getting that, like, if you can see this is winter, all right, and then now the sun is just coming out and it's kind of thawing, it's like thawing the snow, there are leaves falling, there's this spring in the air, something new is starting up. That is what you are being prepared for next, pile number one. Okay, and in terms of both the scenarios, what I'm getting is that if you're a feminine, you are being put into this isolation or introspection so that you can come into your divine feminine energies. And if you're a masculine, you are being prepared, to meet or be with this divine feminine, maybe someone whom you want to be with, okay, in the next cycle, which is beginning. All right, this is a very crisp and clear message, honestly. Okay, so yeah, so let's go with scenario one where you are the feminine watching it. All right, so now I'm getting that, you might be like during this time, initially you're going to feel alone, or you might feel, maybe you have gone through a period where, where there's been too many people around you, or you've been very active and you kind of felt suffocated and trapped, okay, unable to kind of move into a life that you want. All right, and now what spirit is doing is taking you away from all these trapped conditions, okay, where you were feeling not that great, and taking you into some sort of a introspection, okay, to kind of figure out what you want in life. Okay, because I'm seeing that maybe a lot of you here might have been like trapped by external circumstances. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's a business, maybe it's household responsibilities, something that was like you wanted to get out of but you couldn't. Okay, so for some of you, I'm even getting that you might be going on a vacation, okay, to get away from all of this. All right, and for some of you, I'm just getting that you're just stopping to interact much with people. You're just setting boundaries or something. All right, because you want your alone time. You want to understand like, why is life not progressing the way you want it to? All right, the answer is that actually you need to come into your essence to have this new beginning in terms of what you really want to happen in your life. Okay, this is like spirit putting you away into isolation so that you can recalibrate your life according to what you want. All right, I am seeing that this isolation is going to help you guys connect with yourself. Okay, if you guys so I'm also getting here that if you guys are in this standstill mode right now, okay, if you've just gotten out of this Eight of Swords, meaning a trapped situation, and have gone into a bit of a stagnation situation or a isolation situation, this is spirit kind of taking you away so that you can start connecting to your internal self, your internal guidance. Okay, For some of you, I'm getting that you are going to have like close people, like help, okay, on this track. But you are advised to be still and start listening to your feminine side, like your emotions, about where you want to head now. Okay, this is like a turning point in your life, I'm sensing, where like fate or destiny has put you in this sort of period so that you can recalibrate your life. Okay, otherwise you were just walking on a treadmill, like blindly, not knowing, not liking what you're doing maybe. Okay, but now spirit is giving you a chance, to recalibrate, to begin a new cycle where you are more empowered, where you are going with your sensory perception, your feminine side. All right, and emerging like a winner. Like, you see, these people are like, I don't know, they're holding an umbrella over her, like she's a regal figure, right? She's a queen. So I am getting that this is spirit kind of pushing you on the path to becoming your divine feminine self. All right, like I'm not seeing that this is going to happen immediately. For most of you, I don't see this happening immediately. Okay, this is going to be a step-by-step process, meaning with the new cycle, the standstill that you're facing is the next thing that is coming on after the standstill is a new cycle. Okay, so you are going to go into a new beginning where it's not going to feel so stagnant again. Okay, and for a lot of you, I am getting that this new cycle involves you operating first of all from your intuition, from your emotion. Okay, and maybe later down the road, it also involves you getting empowered. So when I mean empowerment, this could be via a job that you really like. This could be a position that you're aiming for. Like, for example, I'm seeing a scenario where, like, I'm just taking an example. Like, if you were trapped in a really, a boring job, or like a stagnant job, or a job with too many responsibilities that didn't let you have time for yourself. This new cycle is putting you firstly on the track to your empowerment in terms of your own inner self, and secondly, I'm seeing this as abundance, because Empress is also abundance. Okay, so even if we were to look at it, without the spiritual side, on a very practical level, I'm seeing that something, after facing a period of boredom, stagnation, feeling trapped, you are being prepared to take a path which is leading to your abundance and future prosperity, whether it's financial or otherwise, or in any area. You are coming into power. Pile number 1, you are being prepared for that. Okay, I am definitely seeing that. For some of you, I'm getting that like you have had situations where perhaps you have felt that there's no movement, and you're doing so much work, and you just want to get out of a certain zone, and you didn't ever, like, you haven't had any door or doorway or path to go towards your abundance. Now spirit just wants to say that they have been preparing you by this intense pressure or intense stagnation, whatever your circumstances. They have been preparing you to become this Empress figure. Okay, so that when you are in this in this Empress state, you are going to be able to manage everything very beautifully. You're not going to be like, for example, if you're in a very trapped situation, you're not going to be like, you're not going to scream and run away from it. Okay, or if you're in a very stagnant situation, you're not going to, like, just get pessimistic or something like that. They are putting you into balance, basically, with this process of, I'm literally seeing, like, it might have been like switching back and forth for some of you. Like, sometimes you feel trapped, then you feel there's nothing going on, then again you feel trapped, then nothing going on. So it's been like, like an intense process of shadow and light, shadow and light. Okay, maybe you guys have gone through that sort of a situation, or are going through. And what spirit wants to tell you is that this is like a preparation for you to stand in your power. Because when you get this position, you are going to act very balanced. All right, so there is a new beginning coming for you guys. If you guys are despairing that you'll ever get out of this kind of situations, then there is a new beginning coming, okay, where you will stand calm, strong, dignified, empowered, and able to more easily walk on this new path, okay, as though it's your, as though you've been there, done that, you know. They are preparing you for being the empress, okay. So this is for my feminines. Now, when I look at the second scenario for the masculines who are kind of like having somebody in mind, maybe, you know, this could be a person you know who's the empress, okay, someone very empowered, someone very beautiful, okay, or this could be someone you want to have in your life in the future, okay. So in this second scenario, I'm getting like a similar thing as you know, like scenario one. You are being put through certain situations in your life. Maybe you're going through them right now, maybe you've crossed them. Please apply that as it fits, because I see it in stages. You are being prepared to welcome this feminine figure in your life on this new cycle, in this new cycle that's starting for you. This is what Spirit is preparing you for, okay. And this process perhaps you know, of preparation involves you to be kind of, with this Eight of Swords, I'm getting kind of limited, you know, like kind of feeling limited or feeling kind of trapped in a certain way, not able to unfurl your wings, right. That is one part of it. And the second part of it is there have been periods of like standstill, and then, you know, like this trapped feeling, standstill, trapped, standstill, trapped. I mean, it keeps going round and round in circles, I'm seeing, okay. Like you guys might be like tired, you know, you're like, when are things gonna move? When am I gonna get my person? Will I ever get my person? There might be, you know, like a lot of thoughts, a lot of overthinking going on, okay, wanting to get away from the crowds and just like feeling, the energy I'm getting is feeling sort of like wanting to get away from it all, like, you know, when is this gonna end? It has been pretty intense for you guys, pile one, I sense, okay. And you're probably wondering like, what is going on, you know, when am I going to get my break, you know. And I do sense that, you know, maybe some of you are even like, you know, taking regular timeouts or regular going into regular hermit modes where you don't want to interact with people, okay, that kind of stuff, and then coming back and, you know, like slowly keeping yourself, like not sharing too much about your private world, which people want to know about, okay, maybe, but you're not telling them. It's all just like within yourself, I'm sensing, okay. So let's just take an example. Maybe there's a person that you really want to get together with, okay, but there is no way that you are seeing, because I'm seeing here like these mountains and stuff. I'm not seeing any passage. So maybe there has been a time where, you know, like you have felt that there is no way for you to, you know, get to this person. Maybe this person is, I don't know, like someone kind of unreachable in some way, okay, in whatever way, shape or form. I think you guys have felt, either you have felt that you couldn't approach this person because of your overthinking, okay, or it is just that Spirit has not really shared any way or path for you to, you know, get to this person. All right. So yeah, I am seeing that for some of you, okay. If this involves, like, if you're a masculine watching it, you know, and you're kind of thinking about a feminine here, what Spirit wants to tell you is that they have deliberately put you in this trapped sort of situation where there's no movement, because they want you to, you know, like come out of this, you know, like if you see, this bird is caged and this bird is free, okay. They want you to come out of your overthinking, all right. Pile number one, in the second scenario, I do sense that you guys have a bit of a nature of overthinking, Okay, so maybe like let's just say, for example, you want to approach this person. You might be having like a few permutation combinations or a few ideas about how you're gonna do it, and then you overthink it and you keep trashing the ideas, and so there's no movement. There's a standstill, right? So so this is what I'm seeing. Spirit is actually deliberately putting you in a standstill. If you're not already in that, then you are going into that. Okay, you are being deliberately put in a standstill situation so that you learn to stop overthinking, to sort of like be more in your emotional awareness rather than just practical. Like look at the water here. Water means emotions, right? They want you to connect to your emotions here. What are your emotions telling you, guys? Like are they telling you to go ahead? What path, what method, what way are they telling you to go ahead and connect with this person? You need to come into balance with your feminine energy, is what I'm getting, which is when you're going to have a breakthrough with your feminine. Okay, yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, guys. Okay, so they are actually some of you are being put in some sort of isolation, because it's only in isolation that we can really hear or feel our emotions. Otherwise we just brush them away, right? So what's happening, what they're preparing you for really is actually to, in the second scenario of course, is actually to be with this person in this new cycle. Okay, because I do sense that this is a very, like with the Empress card here, I do sense there's something about this person. Okay, something special about this person that needs you to be in your emotional maturity. Okay, this is what I'm seeing for the second scenario. Like, you need to be emotionally mature to connect with this person, because had you connected with this person before, like when you were not emotionally mature, when you were in this Eight of Swords energy, it would not have led to anything. It would have gone into a standstill. Okay, nothing would have progressed. But what Spirit is preparing you for really in the second scenario is a new cycle with the person that you are thinking about. Okay, like I am getting that there's a new cycle starting, which is going to very prominently have this person, this Empress figure in your life. Okay, I mean, it's not necessary that this is a masculine scenario only. This, if you're a feminine, then this could be a mother, a sister, a friend, a co-worker, whoever you want to connect with, who kind of has these qualities of the Empress. Okay, someone who is very empowered. So this is, to sum it up, I'm actually getting, guys, what Spirit is preparing you for is basically scenario one, a sort of intense process of self-introspection, okay, and a time of stillness, so that you can step into a new path, which is going to lead towards you being a very empowered person in the future. Okay, and second scenario is you guys being put into some sort of isolation so that you can connect to your emotional maturity, so that you can welcome this new cycle which is beginning with a person that you have on your mind. Okay, a feminine energy. All right, and once you are emotionally mature and connect with this person, I'm seeing a whole lot of abundance coming to you. In the second scenario, I'm getting that some of you are starting off like the first step towards connecting to your future partner. Okay, so if this is a person on your mind, then most probably this person might, I mean, I'm seeing this for some of you, most probably this person might be someone who might become your future spouse. Okay, but it needs to be taken step by step, because this new cycle, Spirit is preparing you for a new cycle with this person after a whole lot of standstills and entrapments and all of these obstacles you've run across. Now Spirit is opening up a pathway, a very clear pathway towards this person, okay, who might just be your future spouse. in the, in the future, right? And that's for some of you, but for some of you it could be a generic energy, meaning that it's not necessary it's a spouse or a romantic partner. This could be like a co-worker, a mother, a sister, daughter, whatever, like apply as fits. All right, so this is what I'm getting for you guys, pile number 1. I hope it helped. Okay, so pile 2, let's see what is spirit preparing you for next. Illumination, 4 of Cups, 5 of Wands, and unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. Okay. Okay, so pile number 2, what is spirit preparing you for next? Okay, so what I'm getting here, guys, okay, and please, this is in stages, so please apply the stage as it fits, okay? A lot of you are either in or coming into the energy of like being in an unknown territory, okay? Like, for example, with this 4 of Cups, okay, and this unknown territory, I'm actually getting that, a lot of you guys are in a situation, maybe it's a new situation, like let's just take an example of a job, okay? Yeah, okay, a job or a relationship, like apply it as it fits, but I'm seeing that you guys are like, in a situation where you have just stepped into, okay? You are trying to learn, all right? Look at this guy, like he's having like a gazillion books and he's having a headache reading them, all right? And then with the 5 of Wands, there are struggles, obstacles, right? So yeah, the best example for me, I mean, I'm getting a couple of scenarios, so please bear with me. So the first thing I'm getting is that spirit has put you in some sort of an unknown territory, okay? Either it's new or it's something you've not handled, okay? It requires you to learn, okay? And this is kind of making you a little stressed out, pile number 2, okay? Perhaps because you don't know the direction this is going to go in, you don't see too much, in terms of direction, in terms of future on this path, okay? Perhaps you just have to learn a lot and you feel, like, when am I ever going to complete this, all right? Or it could even be that you have people around you who are, like, who are very different from you, maybe you're having conflicts in the workplace or something. Like workplace is just an example, obviously, but just apply it as it fits. But maybe you're having conflicts, okay? So, what I'm getting here, what spirit is preparing you for is some sort of a illumination, okay? Why they have put you in this sort of a situation where you're stressed and you don't know where you're going and you don't see clearly and you're conflicted internally or externally is because after this really intense non-clear situation, you are going to get some sort of major illumination, all right? Like your path, what spirit is preparing you for is illumination, all right? Illumination, clarity, direction, all right? I do sense that after the unknown, like if you look at it, unknown and then illumination. So after traversing the unknown and getting into the energies of internal conflicts and feeling dejected, feeling lost, feeling like, gosh, like how much do I go? How much more do I need to do, to get to clarity? Spirit is preparing you for illumination. Okay, spirit is going to clear the path, okay? I am seeing that, that eventually what spirit is doing is preparing you for clarity, illumination, truth, and direction. All right. However, the reason why you've been put in an exactly opposite situation, okay, like here also, if you look at it, it's opposite. An angel and, you know, a human, these are very opposite energies, right? So you have been put in a kind of opposite situation so that you can learn to cherish or learn the value of illumination, of clarity. Okay, so a lot of you in this pile might be people who have always, like, you know, who have always wanted everything chalked out, everything clear, everything in their place, but suddenly you find yourself like in chaos, in directionlessness, okay, like non-clarity. And you might be thinking, like, how did I get there? Like, how or why am I here? Like, I have done nothing to make me go here. Okay, you might be blaming yourself, you might be blaming your fate, or you might be asking the divine, you know, like, what is going on here? When am I getting out here? When am I going to see a pathway ahead? When is there going to be progress? Okay, so I am definitely seeing that spirit has put you on this sort of an unknown situation or territory, because, you know, only when you know, okay, I'll give you an example. Only when you know darkness can you truly know the value of light, right? This is what I'm seeing. Only when you have seen non-clarity will you understand what clarity means. All right, and this is what spirit is preparing you for. So when you come into this illumination, okay, you are going to feel so blessed. You know, you are going to feel like you're going to value it, you're going to cherish it, you're going to, you know, like, be grateful for it. Okay, this is something your higher self has chosen. I'm getting that. Okay, maybe your 3D mindset might be going against it, because I'm seeing a human and an angel fight. So I'm seeing that maybe your you know, your 3D mind might be like, you know, what is this? And, you know, like, will there ever be progress, and will I ever get to a point where I'll see the light? You will. Okay, but right now, okay, you are being put in an exactly reverse situation, so that you can know, you can cherish the good the situation, the goal when it happens. Okay, the second thing I'm getting is a message about positivity. Like, I'm sensing that you guys have been like walking around in circles for some time, okay, and nothing is known, and you don't understand where you're supposed to go, okay, and you're just having a headache. Honestly, I think you have tried various permutation combinations, you've tried various paths to get out of this unknown territory, to find some direction, you know, in your life, and now some of you are actually getting a little pessimistic, you know, like, discontent, pessimistic. Okay, and you probably, what's happening here, you know, is that there is a battle going on between negativity, pessimism, and positivity, optimism. Okay, this is like two reverse energies. Like, spirit wants your positivity to win. Okay, and I am seeing that, because the angel has very efficiently managed to hold this person away. Okay, so what's happening during this time is that spirit is increasing your positivity as well. Okay, it's like an intense process, right? Like, only when you come across a situation that doesn't seem positive, that has no clarity, and you don't know what is going on, okay, and yet you walk in hope, right? That is when your true faith or optimism or positivity are going to emerge, right? Spirit is actually teaching you some sort of positivity, some sort of, like, you know, faith is what I'm getting. All right, and I am getting that your faith will be rewarded, guys. Okay, this is like spirit is preparing you for that. This is almost like, you know, saying that, okay, I'm not gonna give you this thing, but how long Like, will you give up? If I don't give you this thing that you want for such and such time, are you going to give up? Or will you keep hoping? Will you keep being positive? Right? So this is what I'm seeing. Now apply the situation as it fits. It could be in a new job, it could be in a new relationship, it could be in a new school, or a new course, okay? But you are being prepared, to welcome or be grateful for a reward when it is given. All right? Because I do sense some of you might be having this shadow side where, if you have, even if you have everything, you might have this tendency to not look at your blessings. All right, that's what I'm getting. Okay, maybe you just get tired too soon, maybe you have too many goals, so you don't appreciate what you already have. All right, and when you are not in the energy of thankfulness, that is when you limit yourself. The more thankful you are, the more you look at your blessings, the more and more blessings come to you, right? So spirit is actually putting you, like preparing you to become a person who's thankful. No matter what, even when things are not going your way, spirit wants you to look at your blessings, to fight your negativity, to keep walking even when things are not given to you, because eventually it will be given to you. Your goals will never be out of reach. If there is a wish you have, then obviously it is coming from your heart space. It's coming from your soul, okay? And it will be granted. That is the seed of desire is the beginning of your wish fulfillment. But what happens, I sense, is when you guys don't see progress, or when you feel the way is clear, you get into a kind of negative energy, a pessimistic energy. Okay, and you don't see how much of progress you have made till now. You don't see that. Spirit is actually preparing you to be revealed the importance of thankfulness, the importance of gratefulness on your journey. Okay, this is what I'm getting. You will obviously get to your desire, but you need to understand that till the time you get to your desire, will you be in this energy, oh, I have a headache, how long? Will you be crying all the way to your destination, or will you be like this person who is full of wonder, like exciting adventure? Are you going to go there curious, excited, or are you going to go there like crying and dejected? Right? So this is what I'm seeing for you guys, actually, pile number 2. I'm also getting that if you guys are in a certain situation which is very unclear and directionlessness, there's a loss of like direction, and you've been plugging away, if you have been plugging away, if you have been consistently struggling against pessimism and consistently being hopeful, very soon your illumination and clarity is coming. Okay, you are going from an unknown territory into illumination. You will no longer feel like, what am I going to do, what am I going to be, all of that stuff, what's going to happen. You are going to get some answers. Okay, if you have been on this journey for some time, spirit is preparing you for clarity. This could come via an idea, an innovation, a message, or just a path opening up for you, that is going to show you your course, your progress, and what you need to do in the future. This is what spirit is preparing you for, a path which is clear, a path where you don't have to constantly question where you're going. Okay, but for that, pile number 2, you do need to, while you're traversing this unknown path, you do need to be optimistic, and you do need to be thankful for whatever you have achieved and for whatever spirit has given to you, which is a blessing. Okay, so this is what I'm getting for you guys, pile number 2. Okay, so pile 3 with the black obsidian. Let's see what does spirit want to say about what they are preparing you for next. Purity, the sun, Knight of Swords, narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. Okay. Okay, so pile number 3. What is spirit preparing you for? Okay, I'm seeing this in stages, so please apply the stage as it fits. Okay, I'm also getting a couple of scenarios, so please go through the whole reading to see if a scenario fits you. Okay, now what I'm seeing here is that some of you are either being prepared to go on some sort of a narrow pathway, or you're already traversing some sort of a narrow pathway. Okay, now in terms of this narrow pathway, I'm actually seeing like a bridge, which is in the sky, and there's so many like mountains below. There's a literal chasm, like a big drop. Okay, and so you need to tread carefully on this path, right? Some of you are already treading this path, okay, and some of you are actually being prepared to tread on this path. Okay, for a lot of you, I am actually getting that you guys are being prepared to tread on a certain path which is going to need you to be a bit careful, okay, or discerning. This is what spirit is preparing you for. Okay, some of you have already been treading this path. Okay, however, the bigger energy I'm getting is that this is what they're preparing you for, a narrow pathway. Okay, now with this purity card and this Knight of Swords and the sun, okay, I am actually getting healing, cleansing, purging, that is coming up next, very intensive. Okay, like I'm literally seeing, like with the Knight of Swords and the sun and the purity, it's like intense and fast, accelerated healing is what is coming up next. This is what spirit is preparing you for. Okay, I do sense that I don't know why when I see this sun card, I'm literally getting that your base nature, your lower nature is kind of being beamed out or phased out in one go, and very intensely. Okay, here also you see with the Knight of Swords, this person is like falling down, and this person is emerging, victorious. So there's something about you guys getting into a very intense time of healing. Okay, and you might kind of switch around a bit, like with these two eyes that I'm seeing on this fox. I'm getting that you guys might feel a certain way one time and another way another time, so it might switch back and forth. Sometimes you're low, sometimes you're high, sometimes you're wanting to work so much, and at other times you don't want to do anything and let people carry you all the way through. I don't know, there is something here about a very intense time coming up for you guys in terms of like healing. Okay, and this is what, like, the reason why this healing is happening is because you are about to embark on a very important and a very narrow path where you will need some sort of like discernment, is what I'm getting. Okay, you will need some sort of discernment. You'll need to see both sides. Okay, I'm also getting that this path that you guys are being prepared for does involve, like with the sun card here, it might involve something like the public eye. Okay, it might involve either you being in the public eye or you being with someone who's in the public eye. Okay, like if you look at it with the sun card here, this is an eagle. Okay, and the eagle flies high, but the eagle is carrying a human. So what I'm getting here, and here also we see mountains, right? Like we see this narrow pathway and we see the sun, right? So this is the same sort of combination that I'm getting. You are being prepared actually for not either. I am definitely seeing you are being prepared to work with or be with somebody who is maybe a public figure, who is somebody who's in the public eye, okay, somebody who's famous maybe, okay. You are being prepared to work with that person, to be with that person in whatever capacity, okay. Like you will need to be, like, I'm literally seeing that your path is being calibrated, or rather fashioned to be like their path, because you are going, this is very specific honestly, because you are basically kind of assisting this person, or like working with this person, or being with this person in some way, shape or form, in whatever capacity. Yeah, I'm actually getting that. Yeah, you are being prepared for this, okay. Either you are getting into this sort of a path, okay, and if it is you who's getting into this sort of a path where you need to tread carefully and be very careful and discerning about your speech, about your talk, about your carriage, then this is spirit like kind of preparing you, for this sort of a role, okay. And if it is somebody else we're looking at here, then you are being prepared to be with this person, and this preparation is like, they are making you more careful, okay. I don't know how to explain this. See, with the Knight of Swords, it's like, perhaps you have a side to you, pile number 3, which can be a bit aggressive sometimes, okay. With the Knight of Swords, like, thinking without speaking, or getting emotional or angry with certain situations, and kind of like trampling it all down and ending it. Okay, so they are actually phasing out this rash, or this kind of rash side of you, pile number 3. It's very specific actually. They are phasing out this side of you, which is a bit too hurried, which you don't think perhaps, or deliberate before talking, when you are angry, when you are emotional, okay. Maybe you guys kind of, like, if you get into a fight, let's just say if you get into a fight with someone, you chop off all you chop off the connection when it's not really needed, okay. Or you could be like, pushing people away because of this sort of a nature. They are purifying that, they are phasing this nature out, during this preparation. It's part of the preparation, all right. Because where you are going, pile number 3, you cannot afford to be like this. You cannot ride roughshod, okay. Because if this Knight of Swords were to, rush rush ahead on this bridge in the air, is gonna fall down. Right? So this is what is happening here, pile number 3. You guys are being tempered down, you guys are being taught discernment, you guys are being taught diplomacy, okay. That's the word. With these 2 eyes here, I'm getting that, like balancing yourself out, if you're angry, just like calming down and then speaking, and if you're emotional, then not showing your emotions, but just taking time out and then replying. Like, you are being put through some sort of a process where maybe you're going to meet certain people or connections who are going to make you realize the importance of being discerning, okay. The importance of being calm, the importance of being diplomatic, okay. This is what I am getting very strongly for you guys, pile number 3, all right. Because this path that you are about to embark on, which spirit is actually preparing you for, this is some sort of a higher path. I don't know, it could be like a high position I'm seeing, okay. Either you you will be in such a position, or you will be working with someone in such a position. Okay, so you cannot afford to be like, non-diplomatic or rash or erratic, right? You have to, let's just say, for example, if it's a position of power and you have to lead like a group of people, you cannot, you need to be emotionally mature, right? In your behavior, in your speech, in your actions, right? So I'm getting that, like in this place where you're going to be either working for someone or you are going to be in this place, you need to tread carefully. And that is what Spirit is preparing you for at this time, by intensive healing of your shadow side, which is kind of aggressive, I would say. Okay, I'm also seeing here, like, the sun burning away this baseness, this base nature. You're flying, you're going to be flying high. There is something about the public eye here in this new path, because I'm seeing a bridge here and this woman flying into the sun. There is something about a huge level up coming in your life. Okay, some path which is like not, it's a rare path. Firstly, I'm getting it's a rare path. Secondly, I'm getting it might be a powerful path, or something that's in the public eye, something that needs you to be, very discerning, very careful. Okay, and thirdly, I'm getting it could be something very important, something which is, I don't know, like a higher authority, working with higher authorities or something on those lines. Okay, one misstep and you fall, everything crashes to the ground. Okay, so you need to be very careful, and this is what Spirit is preparing you for, pile number 3. Okay, it's a very strong message, my goodness. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting. I'm also getting that, you need to have this, like during this preparation stage, you need to have a balance, like, of how to moderate your speech. Okay, moderate your emotions, see from different perspectives, see from the perspective of the other person. Okay, you are being taught all of these things, and this is a preparation for this path, okay, that you are about to embark on, pile number 3. Okay, very intriguing reading, I must say. I'm not sure what this path is. Maybe you guys know. Please comment below if you know what this could be. But I'm definitely seeing something to do with some sort of higher powers or authority or position or limelight or fame or something on those lines. Pile number 3. Okay. Another situation kind of like an example I would say I'm getting is that maybe you're going to be like a spokesperson, okay, for someone. All right, maybe you're going to be someone like, who's going to be a representative for a certain powerful figure. Okay, and so you need to be very diplomatic at that time, right? You can't be roughshod. So yeah, I am definitely seeing someone in power that you'll be working with. I am definitely seeing 2 people here, okay, with one eagle, one human. Okay, we even have like 2 sets of eyes, so it's like both of you are going to have to, like maneuver this path. Like there are 2 eyes here. Okay, so both of you are being prepared. Actually, I'm getting that this person also whom you'll be working with, both of you are being prepared to walk this path. All right, maybe both of you are prone to be this Knight of Swords energy, aggressive and rash. Both of you are being prepared for this path. Diplomacy. Okay, so yeah, there is something very responsible here. Okay, very important, maybe very big as well. Could be on a, I don't know, global scale or something like that. But there is something here that is coming up that Spirit is preparing you for. And you might be questioning, like, why are you coming across, people who are like, who irritate you? You know what I mean? Like, you might be thinking that, like, I don't care, I'm gonna cut everyone off and I'm gonna be by myself and all that stuff. But you can't cut off these people because these people might be important for you. Okay, you cannot afford to cut them, because if you cut off these people, maybe something in your life won't be stable, right? So this is what might be happening in the future. You might come across people who are a little, like, who rub you off the wrong way, okay? But you will have to kind of, like, be patient enough, be calm enough to kind of manage the situation, all right? Because that would be you being prepared or being strong enough to let the minor blips go and look at the bigger picture. Okay, you are being like trained to look at the bigger picture, what affects the bigger picture, not the small little fight, okay, but the long term plan, all right? Whew, oh my gosh. This is what I'm getting for you guys, pile 3. So yeah, do let me know what you think, because this was kind of a very specific message. So let me know what you think, and please comment below. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.